Yeah, right into it. Skating's been a huge part of my life ever since I was 13, and it's been there for me. I see it as like another art form, skateboarding. It's definitely an artistic, physical expression.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, it's especially important for youth.
Yeah.
In my opinion, too. You know, with the amount of energy that we all have when we're going, you know, when we're really young, and the amount that we need to get like offload and let the steam go. Like skateboarding is such a beautiful artistic way to be aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, it can be extremely almost violently aggressive in the most creative way. You know, I love that about skateboarding. When I started skating, it was outlawed. You know, you were seriously like an outcast, and nowadays it's more acceptable than ever. You know, as I said, every town I go to, no matter how far out it is and how away it is, there's a skate park there, and there's really good skate parks. Our skate parks when we were young were really dodgy and really dangerous and not really fun, and there's no reason why, you know, Nambucca shouldn't, you know, kind of in one way or another just, yeah, not catch up, but just do the right thing and build a park. There's something about the skateboard culture too that there's, well, at least the crew I've skated with around the country, there's not a lot of hype, you know, it's not a place where people want signatures, that's for sure. And there's an unspoken language of respect that happens at a skate park, which is really community building, and there's like a brotherhood or a sister or a camaraderie that you get when you know, it's another thing, it's another language, and it's extremely positive, and it also, you know, as I said before, it keeps us physical, you know. I mean, you need people to be physical. When you're not physical, your brain starts turning on you, your body turns on you, and you need to get out of your head and you know, and stay physical in a creative way. If not, what happens is it gets expressed in a negative way, you know, and that's not a threat, but that's just a reality that happens, you know, and you see that all throughout society. And rather than kids getting high or screwed up, they could just go on the board and really have a whole other healthy kind of buzz, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm down for your council waking up and saying, you know, doing the right thing by the youth of your town, because what's going to happen is if you don't, then your youth is going to turn on themselves and maybe even turn on you to a certain degree. It's not a threat, it's just that's just the kind of way it is. It's like if you don't give people an outlet, then they go out and make an outlet happen, and it may not happen the way you want it. And if you want to kind of, you know, be progressive and add to your youth and get the respect of your youth and the younger generations, it's the most positive thing that you could do for them is hear them and facilitate something for their expression, especially in this day and age, you know, kids need something to believe in and need to be respected by the adults just as much as the kids need to respect the adults, and the only way that happens is reciprocal respect and acknowledgement of each other's needs. This is the only tour I didn't bring my board on because it's so busy, there's not a lot of time to skate, but yeah, the board's always in the suitcase, got the Vans there to make sure I have the proper skating shoes, and yeah, right into it. Skating's been a huge part of my life ever since I was 13. There's nothing like it, that adrenaline boost, or when you do something that's, you know, hairy and you pull it off, it's just you're shaking. You're it's just, you got to be on it. You have to be like anything. You have to be skating and really committing to your craft. And if you're not on top of it, then don't do something that you used to do at the top of your game, because you'll hurt yourself. So the thing that a lot of councils don't realize is that the minute they build the skate park, a lot of the high schools won't be used. A lot of the city council sites won't get chipped up and stuff. Things won't get so dented when there's actually a place that young people can go and express themselves on skateboards, and they don't necessarily, you know, want to be on the streets getting in people's way. But at the same time, the nature of skateboarding is that it is a artistic expression that uses inanimate, unartistic objects to express on. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. You know, we take things that weren't made for skating and weren't made for expression, kind of ugly features of sometimes Western society, and we use them to make them beautiful by what we do with them. But if there's not the place for kids to do that, or just people to do it, not just kids, there's adults, many great adults who are skating as well, then what happens is that we just a lot of times are you know, get in people's way because we need to do it, you know, and kids need to be able to have a place to do it. Now more than ever, there's actually a future in the sport, you know. I mean, we don't have to leave the country. When I was 16, I was trying to get sponsored by Powell in America and stuff like that, and it was really hard to make things happen, and you know, and now, you know, sponsorships are a lot more readily available, and you can see the world. My friend Morgan Campbell, we used to skate together heaps, and you know, he's seen the world and doing great things with his, you know, his sport and his expression and his passion. It's like skateboarding, you know, it's like surfing. It's a sport, but it's also like an art, and it's very spiritual as well. It's like, you know, so it's more than ever. It's more respectable than ever. I feel really lame saying that because that's that's not what skateboarding is about. It's not about keeping people happy, but I mean, God, it's definitely not a. It's not. You don't have to extend very far. It's not. You're not taking any risks to build a park. Without sounding like old and fogey about it, it does keep kids off the streets, and it will keep them out of the schools, chipping up benches and stuff like that. And they always get used. I go all over this country all the time and hit parks when I'm on tour, and it's like they're so used. You know, the kids will use them. You know, and not only will the skateboarders use them, but the BMXers and the inlines and all the kids who are getting radical on the streets will be out of your way if you just build a park, man. Just build a park. Build a park, and you don't have to worry about it.
Well, thanks so much for your time, man.
No worries, I appreciate it, man.
I really appreciate it.
No worries, and good luck with what you guys are doing, man. Really easy.